Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's Austin from Ready, Set, Rev, and today we are going to talk about towing. Okay, sure, pickup trucks, you know, those are generally the vehicles people buy when they're looking to tow. However, that doesn't mean a good SUV can't tow either. So this video, we're going to be going over my top 12 SUVs that I like that can tow over 3,500 pounds. We're going to start with the one that can tow the least, but still over 3,500 pounds, and all the way up to some SUVs that can tow almost 10,000 pounds. So if you run into any situation for towing anything from small trailers all the way up to large boats, this is the video for you. So number one, this is by far, actually on this list, one of my favorite SUVs, and it's also the one we're starting off with. That would be the brand new Ford Bronco. So this is an exciting SUV that just came out and is just now starting to see the roads, and everybody's really stoked about it. I like seeing them. I was actually just looking at one yesterday, in fact. So the Ford Bronco can tow 3,500 pounds. So this isn't a crazy amount of weight, but it's still going to get you by. Sure, it's not going to be like one of their full-size trucks or even with their full-size SUVs, but you have an off-road vehicle that can tow that 3,500 pounds. So the Ford Bronco does its towing with a 10-speed transmission, and you actually have a choice between a 2.7 liter EcoBoost engine as well as a 2.0 EcoBoost engine. So both of those can actually tow 3,500 pounds. There are certain specifications of a Bronco that tow a little bit less than that 3,500, but most different specifications you can choose are over that 3,500 pounds. Number two SUV on my list is actually a luxury vehicle. If you wanted to get into a luxury vehicle, you wanted a small vehicle that's still luxury, it's still an SUV, you would go for the BMW X1. The BMW X1 actually tows 200 pounds more than the Ford Bronco at 3,700 pounds, and that is done with a 2.0 liter four-cylinder engine. Isn't that kind of crazy? These SUVs are towing so much with four-cylinder engines. With that engine, they're cranking out 241 horsepower with an all-wheel drive drivetrain. Number three, if you're wanting to get into electric vehicles, this might be one to take a look at. That is the Audi E-TRON. It is a luxury vehicle, but it can tow. Don't expect to get a ton of mileage while towing because electric vehicles, that is something they are still working out. Even though this vehicle is sitting at 70,800 pounds when it's starting out, it can still tow 4,000 pounds. That is actually starting to get to a decent sized trailer, but it by no means is what SUVs on this list later on are able to do. So with that said, before we move on to the rest of the list, if this video has been entertaining, if it's been informational or anything like that for you, make sure to subscribe to our channel because we do more videos like this all the time and we are constantly trying to grow. I also do ask that you like this video so that other people can see the video as well. Now, back to the other SUVs. Number four is a Ford Explorer. Ford Explorer is a fantastic vehicle. That's actually one that I own. By the way, there is a video up here somewhere of all the vehicles that I have owned, which includes a Ford Explorer. So the Ford Explorer can tow 5,600 pounds. That's 1,600 pounds more than the last SUV that we talked about on this list. So this is actually done by a similar transmission as the Ford Bronco we talked about earlier with a 10-speed transmission. And you have a choice between a 2.3 liter EcoBoost engine or a 3.0 liter EcoBoost transmission, and both of those engines should be able to do similar towing. Number five on this list is actually another luxury vehicle. It's one a lot of people are not looking at yet, but you should because it is actually a very, very good vehicle, and that would be the Genesis GV80. So Genesis is a newer brand. I think it came out about 10 years ago. It's a Hyundai brand, but they're pushing out some fantastic luxury vehicles that are extremely capable. With that said, the GV80 can do 6,000 pounds of towing capacity. That is a big trailer. You're starting to get into some serious boats, some serious utility trailers, and actually even some campers. And that $55,000+ price tag for this luxury vehicle gets you a fantastic vehicle that utilizes either a 2.5 liter or a 3.5 liter engine using an all-wheel drive drivetrain. Number six, this one's actually pretty fun and one you probably didn't think about. That is the Maserati Levante. The Levante can tow 6,228 pounds, which is incredible for a vehicle like that. And this is mainly because it actually has a pretty high horsepower engine. That engine is either a 3.0 liter or a 3.8 liter engine. And things are moved along with an 8-speed automatic transmission. All right, let's move on to the next one. Have you ever been like, man, I have this Lamborghini, but I wish it would tow? Well, you're in luck. Lamborghini has something for you. That would be the Lamborghini URUS. Did you know that the Lamborghini Urus can actually tow 7,000 pounds? That's way more than so many other SUVs out there, and it's a crazy off-roader, it's a Lamborghini. I mean, what more could you want? Other than the fact that it has a starting price around, $225,000. It is done with a 4.0 liter engine with an 8-speed transmission and an all-wheel drive drivetrain. The next one on this list is actually pretty cool. It is the RIVIAN R1S. At the time of this filming, the R1Ss are just now starting to hit the road and people are really starting to get to take a look at them, and they seem like a great deal. The R1S can tow up to 7,700 pounds, and that is an electric drivetrain with a motor on each wheel. And of course, an all-wheel drive drivetrain. So this is actually a really good time before we jump into the next one to remind you we actually have an article down in the description, and it tells you all the different towing capacities of every single SUV in the market. So make sure to click on that link after you've done watching this video, and it'll take you over to our website, ReadySetRev.com, where it'll show you all those SUVs and give you all the data that you want. We have a ton of data-driven articles on there that help you understand and be able to shop for the right vehicle. All right, number 9. So we're now starting to get into the really big SUVs. These are the SUVs where you can actually do really serious towing, and they are good replacements for pickup trucks in that matter. So the next one would be the Chevy Suburban. The Chevy Suburban can tow 7,800 pounds, and that is done with a 5.3 liter V8, a 10-speed transmission, and you can choose between either a rear-wheel drive or an all-wheel drive layout. Number 10 is actually a really cool one that I do like. It is the Land Rover Defender. The Land Rover Defender has been long regarded as one of the best off-roading vehicles out there, and it was completely redesigned onto a crossover platform recently, and they just did an awesome job. And turns out it can also tow. The Land Rover Defender can tow 8,201 pounds, making it one of the most capable off-roaders in the way of towing. Its starting price of 53,500 pounds gives you the choice between the base model 2.0 liter engine, a 3.0 liter, and of course a 5.0. And each of these are driven with an 8-speed transmission. Of course, you have 4-wheel drive. Now, number 11, we're getting into more big vehicles. This is the Jeep Grand Wagoneer. This was completely redesigned. I mean, not even redesigned, but it was re-released as the Jeep Grand Wagoneer as a luxury, large, full-size SUV by Jeep, one of the first ones they've had in a very long time, since the Jeep Commander, honestly, is the last third-row vehicle that Jeep pushed out, and this one is taking the world by storm. The Jeep Grand Wagoneer can tow 8,790 pounds. We're starting to get into those large trailers where you are just really needing to haul long distances, and the Jeep Grand Wagoneer does an awesome job of that. It is powered by an 8-speed transmission connected to a 3.0 liter engine. And of course, it comes with 4-wheel drive. Our final one on the list, I promised you a vehicle that can almost tow 10,000 pounds, and you'll be surprised to know which one this is, because you'd figure it'd be a Chevy, you'd figure it'd be a Ford, one of those big truck-based platform trucks. However, it's not. It is a Toyota, and that would be the brand new twin-turbo V6 Toyota Sequoia. So the Toyota Sequoia starts out at $58,300, and that gets you a towing capacity of 9,520 pounds, which is really, really incredible. And honestly, this is a fantastic vehicle. If you're looking to tow, a Sequoia is awesome. I really like the new redesign. I like the new twin turbo V6 engine they came out with, and it is highly recommended. So that is our top 12 SUVs. As a reminder, there is like 94 SUVs that can tow over 3,500 pounds. They're all detailed in the article down in the description. I even detailed all the SUVs that can't tow 3,500 pounds, so you're fully aware of the towing capacity of each of those vehicles. So make sure to go into that article. It took us a lot of time to put together, and it's extremely informational. I hope you really like it. With that, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you come back. We are a data-driven website where we like to just compile all the information we can find and be able to provide the most accurate and informational videos out there, as well as articles on our website, ReadySetRev.com. Hey, you guys have a great one, and I'll see you next time.